What is that? It's testosterone replacement therapy. Is that what he did? What do you mean by that? Did that keep you healthy?
Diversity class for speaking the truth. I'm gonna get canceled for saying this. I think it's 100% coming from Jewish people. I used to be one of those blue-haired liberal women, and then I realized and woke up one day and I was like, they want to destroy, you know, white people. They want to get rid of the goyim. They think we're cattle.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone should quit paying their taxes.
Fuck hookers and do cocaine. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Kids at home, don't do that.
Freedom of vice isn't necessarily the truest freedom.
They're trying to make us stupid. That's why
fuck?
men's testosterone levels have decreased, what, freaking 70%? Guys nowadays have the same testosterone levels that like a 70-year-old man had like 20 years ago.
That's
He's
because of-
relatively high.
That's because of the bullshit that people eat and the sedentary lifestyle. Yo, imagine thinking that it's the behavior or whatever, buddy. It's the habits and shit. It's the bad sleep, the fucking behind the computer, behind the thing. It's the doing nothing at the computer. Average XC fan. Yo, Jeremiah. Listen, you've been you've been bantering, and I'm gonna fight back, and you're not gonna like it when I start doing that. You know, you won't like me. You won't like me then.
Jews.
You're on the edge, buddy. You're on the edge.
I'm telling you, getting rid of bullying has created a bunch of
Hey,
soy boys
hey,
doing
I'm
things
this
they
fucking
shouldn't
close,
be, like
buddy.
wearing cattails, wearing cat ears out in public. Like, what are you doing?
Game.
This
Okay.
is my friend. It's his friend.
Okay. I was gonna say anything about this, but listen. You're the only broccoli head that I know that I'm allowing you to chat. So you have some privileges. And you're keeping it for now, but you're on the edge.
Stay in America.
It's my first time.
You're a
in
Bronco.
America.
Hey,
You're a Bronco.
Welcome. Go
Okay.
skydiving, go to Juneau, hit the zip line, and go snow machining.
There's literally millions of
TRT,
lakes in Alaska.
it uses
Millones de
manufactured
montañas y millones de lagunas.
testosterone.
How do you feel
If
to be
TRT
American?
brings
I'm proud. I love
testosterone
it.
back to
America.
normal levels
250
to
years
reverse
ago, a
physical
bunch
and
of
emotional
great men
symptoms.
came together
Thank you
and
for
founded this
streaming
nation.
xQc.
Okay.
You're
The
from
girls like it,
Mexico.
really?
Why the fuck did you come to Glacier View, Alaska on our birthday?
It's for you.
Okay, chat. We need to do a survey. Women in the chat. Women, do you guys like broccoli haircut? Men. Okay. No, absolutely not. Serene Dreams. That's a woman. That's definitely a woman. And she said no. Any other women in chat? I can probably spot a few of them. Marissa says no.
Smile.
Definitely a woman. Nope. She says no. Depends on how tall they are. Buddy, aren't you like 4'3"? Like, what?
You like four?
See? So you don't like it anymore.
This
See
thing?
that
Let's get up
shit?
with me.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
It's 4th of July.
Oh, that's
America
6'2". I'm
250.
6'2",
How do you
not
feel
kidding.
about the current state of affairs in the country?
Well, they're about as corrupt as you can get. It doesn't get any better, and it won't get any better.
Do you guys think we have another 250 left in us?
Of course.
What does it mean to be an American?
I'm not yet.
Oh, where you from?
No, Northeast Russia.
No way. You're indigenous to Siberia?
Yeah.
America's the best place on
Really?
earth. It's a free
Interesting.
country. You know, this is the best place on earth to be. Whether or not you're Canadian, Mexican, British, French, you can become an American, and that's special.
I will say this,
That's
my
cool.
amigos treat me better than my family, my familia, way better than my familia.
You think we're going to make it another 250?
With the bullshit that's going on today, I don't know about that. They give you the perception that's fucking freedom over here.
I think it means an awful lot to be an American where you're supposed to have freedom. The more regulations, rules, and laws, the less freedom you have.
There is no freedom. We're all slaves. I go to work every day for 10, 12 hours, and I get maybe 2 hours with my family a day, but I have to work to pay all my bills. We shouldn't have to work for all that. Shouldn't be paying for water, shouldn't pay for power.
Are you kind of like a socialist?
No,
Well,
I don't talk to people.
If we go another 100 years, I'd be surprised. History says it will not make it. With all the fraud that is going on from the politicians and everybody else, it's going to burn down and be taken.
chat, what if the government subsidized it or whatever? Power to a certain degree, where they make an average of what you should need for your house, and that's paid off, and you only pay for the extra. Like you pay, let's say, 150 because they give 500, and you pay it's 650 on your bill. $150 is what you pay, and the rest. It's not a communism, guys.
Meow.
Listen. You use the road, and the road has road signs and traffic stops, and traffic lights. Traffic lights uses power, and all that they cost money, and you usually pay the taxes for all that they use power. So why shouldn't the taxes pay for your power at home?
taken over. Canada won't be okay. No country will be okay.
How about Mexico?
Mexico won't be okay.
Ojalá sí. I believe.
And what's going on today at the event?
Oh, there's just a bunch of rednecks getting out having fun.
Hey everybody, happy 4th of
I
July.
actually like this
Happy
event.
birthday
I've
to the
watched it a
United
bunch of
States.
times.
We are here outside of Anchorage, Alaska at an amazing event
Hey yo, estamos en vivo y en directo desde Anchorage, Alaska.
where they're launching hundreds of cars off of a cliff to celebrate the independence of our great
A
nation.
los 250 años de fundación que tiene este país, donde mucha gente aquí tomó cita para vivir este magno evento de carros extremos. Vamos a ver sentimientos encontrados. ¿Qué siente la gente de ser americano? ¿Cómo lo ven? ¿Cómo va su vida? Así que acompáñenos.
Behind me, there's about 400 Americans waiting to use the restroom. I'm gonna try and talk to some of them and figure out what it means to be American and what's their favorite thing about being free. Question, what does it mean to be an American?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know enough to speak scientifically, but the data centers. AI is the end of the world. I just feel like it's not good. It's not. I've been seeing so much research about like the data centers taking so much water and everything. I feel like we're just all headed in a bad direction.
¿Qué se siente estar aquí en Alaska?
Chat. Data centers have been a thing for the longest time. Data centers had to boom with the emergence of storage and internet and widespread data usage in cloud.
That's cool,
Like,
Yarrow.
they had how many data centers do you think they had to install for all this shit? Fucking bazillions. Yeah, I understand this is another big boom, but we already had another big boom. I mean, they didn't go crazy when they had this back then. So why is it not now that makes it so little?
¿Cuál dirías que es el sueño americano?
Pues la verdad, la libertad, saber que sí se pueden hacer cosas. Si tienes metas, las puedes cumplir. Es lo que estoy siguiendo hoy. Llegó mi jefa y yo le estoy chingando para cumplir ese sueño.
Happy 250th anniversary, America. We made it. So can you tell us your name and your connection to the event?
Yeah, my name is Aspen Garfield. I'm part of the Garfield family that homesteaded out here in the 70s, and we're close family friends with Arnie.
And what can you tell us about the history?
I could be wrong about this, but you're saying that your country, people, if they can't do it because I don't have enough power and water already. I'm pretty sure that the data centers, I could be wrong. A bunch of them are offering to supply themselves with power, and when the infrastructure they'll invest to help and to sell some of the excess power back to people. I think that's fair enough. No, don't be wrong. I watched something about that. No, was it? Did I get clickbaited?
This event.
It started with the lack of fireworks. Usually there's a burn ban here, and we just started pulling wreckers and beater cars from everybody's properties.
How many cars are they going to launch off there?
I'm guesstimating upwards of 38.
And how big was like the first event in terms of people?
Maybe like 35 people.
Way.
And it was like a couple cars. Like I remember my cousin's Toyota Camry being one of them.
How would you compare, like, I know it's hard to ballpark, but how many people do you think are here today?
So my aunt that
So
does the
why don't
ticket
they
sales
strap
told me
a mannequin on
10,000.
top?
It connects
See
to
what
a
will happen with
homesteading
them.
tradition, right?
Yes, it does. So homesteading here in Alaska is a little different. The state didn't exist till the late 60s. So anybody that was here before is considered a true land homesteader. My
47
family
months.
homesteaded in the 70s just off a plot of land. There was no highway here, and that's what my grandpa came to build, was to help with DOT. In this family, we say it brings
love you,
everybody
Dada
together.
Felix,
The
for your
queers,
chat.
the chuds. We got them all. We
There's-
got them all. And we love each other. But yeah, I think it brings the American essence of freedom of speech, right to bear arms, right to drive fast.
Yeah, I was like, look. Plug and sign link this. Taxpayer pledge. Rate payer protection pledge. They end up build their own power. They have to build their own power. You think they're only gonna build just enough? Yeah, I mean, it ends up being cheaper for other people. Like what? What? It's from the White House. What are you talking about, man?
No helmets, right to launch cars.
Do you think America's going to make it another 250?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But for now, we're here, and it's actually cool as shit.
Check electricity cost.
Channel 5 worldwide around the world. There's even people in Yugoslavia watching this right now.
What does it mean to be an American?
Sorry, I was wondering something.
Freedom. America, America, America. Another day, another beer.
Right to drive fast with no helmets.
La verdad, la libertad.
Make America Charlie Kirk.
In what sense?
What he stood for, Christian, American principles, Donald Trump. I think the Iran war was necessary. I didn't like paying extra money for gas either, but they're never going to have a nuclear weapon. Remove the threat, sponsoring terrorism all over the world. Hopefully that will end for good. There will be peace in the Middle East.
You think that's possible?
I do. I think Europe is a bigger problem right now with the immigration and all that stuff.
Fuck you, Great Britain. Fuck you. Fucking teabag loving motherfuckers, dude. Try again.
Do you think we're ever going to have that kind of problem?
We started to, but I think we're getting rid of the problem.
Our friend here, he's from Mexico. He's here for the first time. He's been in the country on a tourist visa for 24 hours.
Awesome.
You think he could ask you a thing or two about the July 4th?
Sure.
Hey, Josué.
Hola chicos, estás viendo Canal 5 Latinoamérica.
El mejor canal de noticias en todo el mundo.
Hi.
Compa aquí.
It's my first time in America. What's the bucket list to things to do?
Visit all the national parks. This is a good place to start in Alaska.
There's endless shit to do.
Salta de un avión en el cielo.
If you think that you live in Alaska and there's nothing to do, you just haven't done it yet. You're just lazy.
So many rivers. We have the best salmon in the world.
You see a bear?
Yeah, we see bears all the time. They're around here a lot. They're not going to be around here right now because all the noise, but this is the area where bears are a lot of the time. And then Kenai and down south, lots of bears.
Chad, these are disgusting. I hate those. Chad, those salmon in those rivers, they look disgusting. They look, Chad, they're a different species of salmon. They have a shit, disgusting face. Ew.
If you see a bear, make some noise if it's coming at you. If it's black, fight back. If it's not, then just chill. I don't even know. It might be vice versa.
You like American food?
I
like Mexican food. Tacos, enchiladas,
salmon.
Tamales. I love tamales.
Yeah.
The drug cartel.
Okay, Chad, you think, oh, salmon, that's kind of cool. Look, Chad, a salmon, that's very cute. No, you get this. Ew, you get this. Ooh, look. That's not, it's disgusting. It's ugly.
Problem?
Yeah, it's a biggest problem.
Okay.
But the cartel is with the government and
Yeah, the corruption is so intertwined with the government there that it's like eliminating the cartel is almost impossible because they've evolved to more than a drug trafficking organization. They have stake in oil and farming and everything, so it's an endemic issue.
Yep, I agree.
Hey, what's up, guys? Now, what you're watching is something that most people don't come to Alaska for. Actually, Bailey, the sponsor of events, I'm 15 contract and no flimsy little physical SIM card.
He said, I'm gonna be real.
Editor-in-chief.
I liked him originally, but
You do it.
favorite Jewish president? Yeah, no. I liked him originally, but I found this guy named Andrew England one day, and I liked what he said. I'm gonna be real.
Editor-in-chief of the Daily Stormer.
Yes, sir. Yes, he was, yeah. Believe it or not, I used to be one of those blue-haired liberal women, and then I realized and woke up one day and I was like, it's coming from Jewish propaganda. It's destroying America. Israel is trying to infiltrate us.
American first, not Israel first. Historically, nations fall around this, age mark, whatever you want to call it, so...
Why do you think 9/11 happened?
The Jews. It was definitely the Jews. Their end goal was to promote us destroying the Islamic race and the Islamic religion because they oppress Israel. I mean, if they don't have to do it, they just subcontract it out to somebody else, and that's us.
They want to destroy, white people. They want to get rid of the goyim. They're pushing birth control. They're pushing hating men. That whole boss bitch, boss babe mentality, when in reality, that's destroying women. That's destroying the Western family, like the nuclear family unit, which is essential for a productive and good society. They are stripping us of our femininity and what it means to be a woman. They're telling me I need to be the leader.
In the current day and age, if they didn't have all this birth control shit, to be honest, people would have more kids that they don't want, and you'd have even worse parenting and even more child left behind and bullshit. What the fuck about it? Do you think people would stop? You think people would fuck less or would be more responsible in how they pull out? No, absolutely fucking not. Because people, when they finally get the chance to fuck, they do it anyway. It doesn't matter. They just do it. So instead, they have stuff that they don't want, and it would be worse for the kids. And it'd be a bunch of collateral problems, man.
I need to be the breadwinner. I need to be masculine. When in reality, that's destroying my nervous system, my cortisol levels. I think a woman is, meant to be at home, meant to be cooking, meant to be like having a farm, obviously having tasks and like her own little things she does. But a woman isn't supposed to be equal to a man because God created us to complement each other, not to be the same. I'm meant to, support my man, be his safe space, be his, the person he can turn to and be soft to when he is supposed to be hard to the rest of the world.
This is fair enough for you and your lifestyle, if that's what you want, and you find somebody that is in line with that, right? Making a generalization based for everybody is like making a choice for all of them, and if they don't do that, then they're wrong, and that's wrong. That's wrong. So the say, oh, everybody should do this, whatever, bad. But if she wants to do this, that's perfectly okay.
You know?
Who knows? We'll see.
All governments collapse sooner or later from that sort of thing. That is what history should be teaching us. If you read the good book, it says it will collapse, people will be punished, and they will be conquered by the Assyrians. And the Assyrians today are the Germans. And the Germans have tried to do it twice in the last 100 years already.
Lots of people pay attention to history. If you don't know history, it's going to repeat itself.
USA! 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 USA!
I got kicked out of my diversity class for speaking the truth. They were saying how like the prison industrial complex is caused by white people and how white people are bad and how we caused a mass genocide when in reality we just conquered this land and things of that nature.
America!
Not all ethnicities are created equal. How come Africa's basically still in the Stone Age if you go to villages? How come if I go to India, they're living in a shithole and there's trash on the street?
What could happen to bring the country together?
Literally nothing.
America will survive another
No, of course she's not right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like the reality that you think that your genetics makes you superior is honestly it's kind of sad because one of the only advantages you think that you have is inherited. I got that. Nobody can take this away from me. Whatever, buddy. Access to resources, basic needs. Like, you need to understand that some of these zones, they don't even have the tools. They don't have. You can have enough to survive, to have shelter, to have everything, and then you can do all this shit. You spend your entire day surviving, but you don't even have time to do anything. You have people that have time to fucking invent technology and do all this shit, buddy. When they can't do anything, and then that means that people are less educated, and then you're going to be less smart. That's because you're spawning it, and then you think you're spawning your DNA goes, me dumb. No, that's not how it works. But if you're educated early on, if you're stimulated on an intellectual level early on, at the early stages of development, you develop and you have more tools, and you can expand more as a person. It's basic psychology.
50 if there's a conservative revolution and we have reformation and more religious values instilled in school and in families, and we bring back the nuclear family unit.
Is the American dream still alive?
Yes.
Of course.
And what is the American dream?
Be free and don't take shit from no one.
Don't take orders from no one else besides the boss, like Republicans.
I love America. Happy 250th birthday to America, but fuck everyone running it, honestly.
Anybody that's up in office, fuck you. America.
Country's corrupt, brother. What can I say?
Overrun the government.
Yeah, we 100% have the right to overrun the government in a situation like this. It's just crazy to me that it hasn't happened yet.
Sir, what do you think? We're going to make it more time?
Of course we will.
How come?
Well, because I'm the bicentennial class from the Air Force Academy, and we're Spirit of 76 and it still lives.
The Spirit of 76. So after the Summer of Love, after Vietnam, when America was at its most tense moment, how does that compare to right now?
It's comparable. I mean, we've always had conflicts, and if you go back in history, that's why if you don't look at history, you don't learn from history. In my own family, I've got 2 on one side of the party, 2 on the other side of the party, but we still get along because we have a lot more in common than we have different.
It's cool to differentiate like American nationalism from like Americana cultural appreciation.
I agree. And it's such a weird divide in this specific valley already. This is another little point on top of that.
We kind of like to play the game at the car launch of, are you a queer or are you yeehaw? And the fashion sense is so blended.
Yeah.
But I actually like that. I feel like that's a real freedom. You could be anybody here. We live rural out here and then also in like rural California, so we're kind of back and forth. And I strongly prefer rural communities. Social connections are much stronger in these smaller communities. I mean, that's kind of an obvious thing. Have you heard of Zucosa?
Bro, where are you? Like, what are you listening? What are you watching? This guy's gotta be a smurf. This is a smurf account. You brush into hating yourself. Bro, I don't hate myself for being white, dumbass. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm just not brain dead enough to say, oh, dude, I'm white, so I inherited a inherent superior brain DNA, so I'm smarter. Buddy, the fact that you type that in the chat means that you're wrong. I mean, the fact.
Rage-baited
The
lol.
fact.
This?
No.
Zoochosis is when animals in a zoo become insane because they're trapped in a zoo, and I feel like people in cities start to develop these neuroses because they're not free.
Oh, shit.
So I've actually met this man before. That's me, and that's him. In 2020 in a land that should not be named.
Quite far from here.
Yeah, pretty far from here.
That was a good time, though.
I've switched sides, though.
You switched sides,
I've
yeah?
switched
You're
sides.
Team MAGA?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just am no longer a Portland leftist. Now I live in Glacier View, and I work in the toil in the Glacier mines and say yeehaw a little more often. It's kind of a high control culture. So it's like, I feel like there's, fundamentalist Christianity, and then there's, this is going to probably piss people off, but fundamentalist leftism.
Yeah, it's more carceral than
It is a lot
anything.
more carceral,
And not
a
to
lot
mention,
more punitive.
I would argue that Portland leftists alone may have doubled the MAGA movement in size.
I agree. They sort of pissed off the wrong people.
It tightened the red line.
Is there one particular detail where someone can be spotted as a Portland leftist?
Oh. Their reaction to the R slur. I am talking about retarded, yes, which has been reclaimed, not necessarily by me, but I'm neutral on the R slur.
Well, first of all, I would never call a mentally disabled person
Absolutely
retarded.
not.
Yeah,
Nor would I call
of course
a gay
not.
person gay.
I mean, that's awful. That's I think that's genuinely awful. And that's just not right. Chat, that as a R word user, mostly off stream, I make a significant effort not to. And even when in this there's somebody that's mentally challenged in the area. The other day, I apologize because in my game, I was playing a deadlock, called somebody the R word on the enemy team, and he was mad at me. He was mad at me. I couldn't know why. And Vegas told me, and I said, I apologize for using it in the vicinity. I didn't know that I don't know what he has, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not.
Read in context. You aren't.
Like, if you have a friend who's being gay.
Yes.
That doesn't have nothing to do with sexuality.
Exactly.
No, it
I
doesn't,
agree,
actually.
sweetheart.
They're just being gay. Yeah. Or gay. Yeah.
Apparently the guy has Tourette's, my bad. Oh, I didn't know.
¿Qué piensas?
Es bastante choqueante, la verdad, ver cómo el americano disfruta ver destruir cosas, ¿no?
¿Y qué aprendiste sobre la historia americana aquí?
Que lo que más aman es la libertad. Para muchos, libertad significa diferentes cosas. También aprendí que algunos son muy orgullosos de los que verdad vale la pena y algunos son orgullosos de los que lo usan como un discurso de odio contra otras personas. Les gusta más celebrar solamente.
Well, el problema es Estados Unidos es muy nuevo. So, para cada persona es una cosa diferente.
Ven diferente la libertad, trabajar mucho, algo que sea muy cierto, que también pasa en el mexicano, que no disfrutas de tu dinero ni disfrutas de tu vida por estar mucho en el trabajo y al final solamente estás sobreviviendo, ni siquiera estás viviendo, ¿no? Nada más salió para el otro día y para el otro día y ni siquiera hay tiempo de disfrutar a tu familia, ni disfrutar tú mismo.
People say immigration this, immigration that, right? But and they'll look, their grandparents or their parent, or their grandparents probably immigrated. I mean, a huge, massive amount. I mean, you go to New York. I'm guessing almost majority of people have at least relative or high up that immigrated. And there's what I'm trying to say is, I feel like a lot of people they try to villainize immigration or whatever when it's about Mexicans. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, what about all the European immigration? Well, like what? These are all immigrants. Immigration means coming from another country. That's it.
Como país, ¿no? Es interesante. Hasta ahorita lo que llevo bien. Creo que empecé con el pie izquierdo conociendo Alaska, pero yo sé que otros estados me pueden hacer...
¿Tienes más preguntas sobre la vida americana después de este evento?
Demasiadas, demasiadas.
¿Qué son 3 preguntas que quieres?
¿Por qué les gusta tanto la locura? O sea, entiendo que están locos, pero... ¿Por qué les encanta?
I don't agree with illegal immigration either. I don't agree with
esa
either.
dopamina de la violencia, de ver algo explotar.
You act like people don't do this thing where they go in the middle and they say immigration, but they mean illegal immigration. Yes.
Hey,
And they do this game.
put your Trump shirts
It's
back
fucking
on,
weird.
looking
It's spineless and it's malicious.
Otra de las preguntas que tengo es acerca de su gastronomía. Me interesaría saber más. Sé que no son tan ricos en gastronomía, son una fusión de todas las gastronomías del mundo, pero me interesa probar algo originario que sí haya nacido aquí. A ver qué onda, eso es lo que más me llama la atención. Y pues estilos de vida en diferentes estados es lo que me gustaría conocer también.
Eso es la plan. Empezamos la aventura americano.
Carajo. Sin visa, no hay pedo. mi contacto americano.
¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda? ¿Cómo estamos?
Muy bien, no frontera, no problema.
No visa, no problema. No hay visa, pero tampoco hay pedo.
Diferente situación.
América, libre.
México libre.
Free Culiacán.
Free Culiacán.
Free Michoacán.
Free Tlaxcala.
Free Tamaulipas.
Free Chihuahua.
Free Estado de México.
Free Sonora y Hermosillo.
Free Colima.
Free Durango.
Free Monterrey.
Free Oaxaca.
Free Tijuana.
Free
Chat, I can
Guerrero.
actually point on
Mesa.
I can point on a map some of these places.
Josue and I decided to hit the wide open American road in search of adventure, cuisine, and other cultural learnings. We are currently traveling and figuring out what to do next. If you have any suggestions on places that we should check out, let us know in the comments. The top comment suggestion will be added to the itinerary. But keep in mind, it is Josue's first time in our great nation, so it needs to be something truly and unapologetically American. Having some Spanish speakers around would be nice too, given that he's still in the process of developing
Gotta
his
go to the
English
Grand
proficiency.
Canyon.
I'd also like to note
Gotta
that
go
Josue's
to
reportage
the-
in Alaska comes on the heels of him inviting me to Mexico.
Chat, what's national park that has these like massive stalagmites, like almost these big ass pillars? Is that Yosemite, Yellowstone? Chat, I visited something. Chat, I think it was maybe in Utah. It's in Utah, and it had these massive pillars from the ground, and they go up. Maybe
Coast Area on
Moab?
Independence Day last year, a video that many of you may not have seen because
Zion.
you don't follow our Spanish language channel,
Zion.
Canal Cinco Latinoamerica, which is actively collaborating
No,
with
not
this video.
Zionist.
Here's a preview
Fucking
of our
Google,
coverage
man.
from last year.
¡Viva México, cabrones! ¡Viva México, cabrones!
México.
¿Prefieres Emiliano Zapata
Es
o
Moab.
Peso Pluma?
Peso Pluma.
Ese.
¡Ese no es el grito mexicano!
No.
Ja, el de ja, ja. Eso está bien.
Desafortunadamente sigue habiendo machismo y pues muchas cosas que no son buenas para el país, pero tenemos la esperanza de seguir construyendo un México mejor cada día.
If you guys would like to see more Spanish language Channel 5 content,
I-
like the people who love the Rats of Baltimore,
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed it. Chat, I think the rest is like some we're doing this over there like type thing. Interesting though. All right.
Yo X, some researchers made this LLM trained on newspapers before 1931. It has pretty interesting perspectives